Thanks for joining us from our studios in Israel. I'm Natasha Kirchuk here with ILTV's Morning Briefing. Residents of the southern Israeli communities near Israel's Sinai border with Egypt woke up to a chilling sound this morning, the blare of the national rocket alert siren. The siren went off just after 8 a.m. in Revivim, Ezuz, and Nitzana, which are all towns near the Egyptian border, although there were no immediate reports of a rocket hitting the area. It appears as though the alert system was triggered by a launch from the Sinai Peninsula, which most likely landed within Egypt. The Israeli Defense Forces have still launched a search in the south to determine if any projectile landed in Israeli territory. It's still unclear if Israel was a target of the rocket launch or if the alert system was simply set off by internal fighting between Egyptian troops and a group affiliated with the Islamic State in the region. Israel finally welcomed its new F-35 fighter jets last night after a series of disheartening delays, and President-elect Donald Trump even found a way to add some insult to the injury. The fifth-generation stealth fighter jets were supposed to arrive in the Jewish state yesterday afternoon with a special ceremony, but it looks like they couldn't handle a bit of fog. Inclement weather and American safety regulations caused the jets to be grounded for hours in Cameri, Italy, leading the special planes to finally touch down in Israel at 8:16 p.m., a mere 6 hours late. The delay led half of the audience to leave the ceremony before the planes even landed, but at least the Israeli Prime Minister, President, and U.S. Secretary of Defense stuck around. Throughout the entire affair, President-elect Donald Trump even took the time to tweet out, "The F-35 program and cost is out of control. Billions of dollars can be saved." Well, this wasn't the first time that an Israeli fighter jet reception didn't go as planned. Back in December of 1976, around 3,000 people came out to celebrate the incoming F-15 fighter jets, and a major delay almost led the attendees not to make it home in time for the Sabbath. It looks like the Israeli Prime Minister is set to embark on a historic trip to Azerbaijan and Kazakhstan, and it's all in an effort to enhance Israeli ties with moderate Muslim countries. Netanyahu will become the first sitting Israeli Prime Minister to visit the region in almost 25 years of diplomatic relations between the Jewish state and the former Soviet republics of Central Asia. Today, both countries remain important allies to Israel. Nearly 98% of Azerbaijan's population is Muslim, and the nation has a long border with Iran. But the secular state is one of Israel's main trading partners, providing the Jewish state with much of its oil. In fact, Israeli trade with Azerbaijan is said to be even higher than with France. Kazakhstan is interested in investing in Israeli counterterrorism and doing business with Israel's high-tech sector. The Israeli Prime Minister will visit both nations over the course of a 2-day visit as a means of developing economic ties. Israelis may be doubtful that U.S. President-elect Donald Trump will actually move the American embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem, but a new report is claiming that the incoming leader is already looking into making the move. Trump's transition team has allegedly begun to explore the logistics of relocating the U.S. embassy, and the Israeli Foreign Ministry has apparently already gotten involved in the matter. Their investigation, however, is being conducted without the coordination of the U.S. State Department. Israeli security officials are allegedly worried about the negative response moving the embassy to Jerusalem would have from the Arab world. But Trump's senior aide Kellyanne Conway says moving the embassy is a very big priority for the president-elect. The team is considering moving the embassy to a site that adjoins the existing U.S. consulate compound in Talpiot, Jerusalem. Israel is turning a cold shoulder to Swedish Foreign Minister Margot Wallström. Government officials told the foreign minister that they will not be available to meet with her when she arrives in the region on Thursday. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who is also the foreign minister, nor any other Israeli minister will be meeting with Margot Wallström, with scheduling conflicts given as the reason. But sources told Yediot newspaper that the Swedish foreign minister is in fact not welcomed in Israel. In the past, Wallström has accused Israel of being extremely aggressive by conducting extrajudicial executions of terrorists carrying out stabbing attacks in Israel. and she appeared to blame the terrorist attacks in Paris in 2015 on Palestinian frustration with Israel. She will, however, meet with Palestinian officials in Ramallah on her trip to the region. That's all for now. I'm Natasha Kirchuk, and see you later with our main daily broadcast from Israel at 2 p.m. Eastern Time.